East of Middlegate, we remain on US 50, but the Pony Express route diverges to a separate path. This will certainly be a tougher day than yesterday with more than double the amount of climbing and 16 more miles. There will only be one opportunity for services all day at Cold Springs Station Resort. Jeremy Clarkson of Top Gear drove across US 50 in 2008 and said he was mesmerized by the straightness of the road.
It's 38 degrees outside, and I don't want to get out of my sleeping bag.
Here's my unfortunate camping story of the morning. All last night, I could tell there was some scratching around and under my tent. I thought it was just those bugs that I showed you yesterday, those cricket-type things that had crawled under the tent for warmth. Well, I asked Paul and Peter this morning if they experienced the same. They said no. I'm rolling up my tent this morning, and out scurries from the bottom a field mouse who had been with me all night, thankfully under my tent and not in it with me.
Good morning. It's Thursday, May 23, day 8, heading to Austin. No, not that Austin. Austin, Nevada. Since we took some of today's mileage off by riding further yesterday, and that was long to go, there's a nice comfortable restaurant, so after we ate breakfast, I asked the server there, hey, can I set up shop here for another hour and a half, and just do some work on my laptop? And he said, sure, that's fine, because all that we have in Austin and our next destination is a city park that we'll be camping in. We didn't hit the road then until 10:30 a.m., which is a very late start for us, but I'm only showing 33.6 miles remaining. We do have a few hills to climb, but I got the strength for it. To sing the blues, you pull out my dancing shoes. I think you could be so good for me. We can live beside the ocean, leave the fire behind, swim out past the breakers and watch the world die. Lose control, I can only breathe your name. I wanna sing a song for you, I wanna sing a song. Uptown girl, she's been living in her uptown world. I bet she never had a backstreet guy. All I want is someone can't resist. I know all I need to know by the way that I got kissed. And she left a little letter, said she's gonna make a stop in Nevada. I wanna soak up the sun. But if I can't swim after 40 days, looking back on when I was a little nappy-headed boy. Hey, but I'm still alive. Peter from Duluth informed me this morning, who saw that rodent scurry out from underneath my tent. We were chatting about it at breakfast. He said it was a vole, a V-O-L-E. That's what was living under my tent last night. Let's see if this truck will give me a honk. He got the quietest horn out of any 18-wheeler I've ever heard in my life. I've been remembering to put a snack in my bag right here so I can easily access it and eat and ride at the same time. And I remembered, but I couldn't get this thing open while I was riding. I had to stop. This tropical trail mix gonna give me some energy. There we go. Now I can snack. This is one of the best shoulders we've had in days. Yes, there is a rumble strip, but it's just the width of the white line. And I got a 4-foot wide shoulder here. And guess what? There's even breaks. Like, there's about a 10-foot break in the rumble strip every 50 feet or so. So if I needed to get back on the main road, I don't have to go over a rumble strip. Way to go, state of Nevada. Let's see if this one has a louder horn. There we go. Hey, 2 Transamers from Austria. Guten Tag. We just met our first westbound Transamers on the trip. They got an early start this spring, I should say, out of New York, and they're on their way to San Francisco. They said there's been very few days of tailwinds. They've been battling constant headwinds. And one question I asked for them, they're Austrians. I said, is your impression of America improved or worsened after doing this? And they said it's a lot better. So much kindness from strangers. So that made me happy to hear that foreigners visiting our country have had a good experience. In the past 15 minutes, I've had 3 different people sit on the stretch limo. Paul and the 2 Austrians. All 3 of them, right when they sat down, they went, "Oh, this is so comfortable." Playing a little game here. So I saw it's a very straight road, US 50. I saw the next bend in the road from afar. I said, all right, let's try to estimate how far away that is. My estimate was, oh, that's probably 1.5 miles away. have gone 3.8 miles, and that curve is still far ahead in the distance. I'm a poor judge of long distances, apparently. I'm at the curve in the road now. It was 5.2 miles. My estimate was 1.5 miles. Yikes. Off by a factor of, what, 3.5. If I ever join the military, I shouldn't be in charge of munitions targeting. Oh yeah, aim at the target 1.5 miles away. And yikes, that wouldn't end up good. First cop I've seen on US 50. There it goes. And if you want to come speed in your car, I think your chances are pretty good at not getting caught on US 50. With 2.4 miles to go, how about we do the daily recap on the road? Scenery gets a 9. It was wonderful. Snow-capped mountains, beautiful vistas. I was smiling a lot on today's ride because of the scenery. Road conditions, an 8. I mean, if we're riding on a road, that's the highest we can go. Obviously, there's no bike path, but this shoulder has been perfect and outstanding like this since we left the Cold Springs station. And difficulty is let's call difficulty a 6 out of 10, finishing my last climb. And overall feeling of positivity is at a 9. Look at this. Austin, Nevada was social distancing before it was cool. Silver was discovered in Austin, Nevada when a Pony Express horse kicked over a rock, exposing some silver underneath. It peaked at a population of 10,000, but today is home to only 167 residents. The silver veins have dried up, but turquoise is still mined in small quantities today. Austin is a living ghost town, and did a great job preserving some of their historic buildings. This is the Burt Gandolfo Park, and my oh my, look at that green grass. It's not something you see everywhere in Nevada. Hopefully we'll be able to camp here tonight. An update from the Burt Gandolfo Park. The lady that we had checked in with at the town hall said, "I know nothing about camping at this park, but I'm gonna find out." So she showed up here and said, you can't camp in the park anymore. So that's the bad news. But the good news is I can open up the town hall for you, which is in an old church, and there's a big empty area and with bathrooms, and won't have to set up my tent. So I am excited about that. We are going to head over to this town hall, and it's walking distance to a restaurant. Oh, life's good.